Hello, my friends, and welcome to, believe it or not, my anniversary. That's right, it is my anniversary on YouTube, where I've been around since 2006, so that makes me a 17-year-old content creator. So, yeah, if you've never heard of this game, well, I'm not surprised. Not many people have heard of Wily and Light, no Rockboard, that's paradise. So pretty much this is a board game based off of the Rockman series, or the Mega Man series. So give me 2 seconds while I get my controller set up for this. Yes, because Rockboard begins. Players. How many players? None, because I'm not playing this. We're just gonna have the computer play while I actually make this into, well, a vlog. Call it what you will, I've done just about everything and anything under the sun, and the new thing I'm moving up to is fan translations. Pretty much this game plays like Monopoly or Fortune Street. So, as I said, I have been around for about 17 years. Or rather, in 2006. 16. We're going on 17. And I hadn't even started doing LPs and Let's Plays until like 2010. And there were a lot of things I was doing. Well, more than me, I was basically watching more videos than I was doing content. But as soon as I started making content, starting with Radio Sinky, back when YouTube was doing 15 minutes per video, 10-15 minutes per video, before it was like, oh, blow this thing up. I guess it's a chestofobscurity video as well, I suppose. That's one thing that I hadn't done in a while, so let this be a special Chest of Obscurity anniversary video. So for the most part that I've been just basically just doing Let's Plays and the like. A lot I have to thank my mom for. Because for those who don't know, my mom was the greatest influence of me doing Let's Plays. Because when she was alive, she did pick up a few obscure things for me. When she was out of town, anyway. And for the most part, you know, she found some oddities while she was out of town for me. Even when I was out of state, I mean out of the country, she actually got me into reading manga. She got me into Yu Yu Hakusho. And what's funny is, the entire time, it got me into liking lesser known books. You know? And at the same time, you know, it basically just built a fire in me that I never thought I could possibly get rid of. Because my mom, she actually surprised me. There were some things about her that I did not know about she liked about what I did. So, me being a Let's Player, she did not mind me being a Let's Player because as long as she could hear me in the next room over, that was fun, you know. And for those who don't know, my username is that of two nicknames. Pookie being my mom's nickname and Izzy being my nickname. We just added 7 onto it because it was a good number. That's about it. So I never got rid of the moniker since then. So therefore, what I did was basically, over time, basically shorten it down to PI7. Or, as I like to call myself, a Tenkaichi. And, you know, it's a lot, you know. It's a lot to really, you know, take in. For me, it would be about 7 years without her. 7, borderline 8 years that I've been without my mom. So, the very least I'm doing is, you know, downloading games I've never heard of because her influence. I mean, she worked for the city. I mean, come on. When she was alive, she did work for the city. So I got nothing to say about it. Like, you know, at the time, I was going through high school. I was going through a lot of changes, basically. And a lot of them was just like, it was just a pain in the tuchus that basically I just like. As soon as I came home, I basically did what I normally did. Just basically did my homework. And after that, I either watch TV or play video games. The oddest thing I've had with video games is the following. When I had pets, I used to have a dog by the name of Billy Lee. I mean, I went through a lot of pets. There was Teddy, Teddy, Herman, Rush, Billy Lee. I missed that dog. And Masaki. Of all the pets I've ever had, Billy was a Labrador. And the one thing he used to do was he sat right on the porch, right outside on the back porch. And when I used to sit closer to the back door, because that's where I used to have all my games stationed at. It was on the opposite end of where my room is. You know, where my PC is. Imagine me, I didn't have a PC, but I had, you know, consoles. The one I was on the most was basically PlayStation 2. But yeah, growing up I had a lot of them. A lot of the consoles that were basically, you know, very respectable consoles from NES to PS2 at the time. So for the most part, all I did was the following. I'm like, oh, let me just do the following. Play this game, and you know, all of a sudden my dog just like bang against the back wall, the back porch, the door, I should say, the door. He banged against the door, and he just looked up at me. And I looked at him. Then I looked at the TV and looked at him. And strangely, it's like, do you realize your dog enjoys listening to your video games? It's funny. And I wasn't even a Let's Player yet. This was pre-Let's Play. Four years later, 2010, my life changed when I became a Let's Player. For the most part, what I did was, I was really into emulation, you know? And the one thing that was cool about emulation, and I didn't realize it at the time, I had a Dreamcast. Now, where I used to go to, they no longer have it. It's called the Comic Book Sci-Fi Expo. It's no longer downtown LA. It's no longer at the Shrine Auditorium, because that's where I used to go. I used to go there every month after church. And I only did it like once, so therefore I stayed there for about, say, an hour or two. Until, you know, I basically got picked up, or I went across the street to college or something. I didn't stay there long, you know. Basically, it stayed open from 10 to, say, 5. Part of me actually misses that. Sure, it may not have been like Anime Expo, but at least, you know, it was small, it was enjoyable, and you didn't have to dress up into, say, cosplay. You know what's funny here? I got two versions of this game. I've never did the other version. But then again, it's about the same damn game. There you go. But aside from all this, the one thing I enjoy much about Let's Plays, especially now that I'm still doing it, despite the fact that YouTube has changed over time, and with everything else that has changed over time, I basically just basically treat it as, something that I enjoy doing. I'm not doing this for money. If I was doing this for money, trust me, I would have been in it right by now. But let's see. I'm still around, and for what it was worth, and for what it is worth, well, I'm playing older games. I'm playing fan translations. I'm looking into a lot of fan translations. And I feel like there's a gold mine in fan translations. Because, especially doing it as a Let's Play, that basically opens up so many doors for more gamer awareness. Like, yes, I believe in gamer awareness. I believe that the lesser games of yesteryear need to be showcased much more than, say, what everybody else is doing. The popular stuff, like the Marios, your Zelda, your Metroid. You got all that, and then some. And it's like, sadly, it's like with it's like you have to do everything in your power to say, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do that, especially if you're shrimp. Me, I don't do that when I stream. I don't worry about that. Because some days I don't feel like streaming, some days I do feel like streaming. Some days, if I had a long day, here's what's gonna happen. If I stream something, I stream something. The thing about this is, people tend to stress streaming so badly. I don't. I feel I was in a worse state before. Going into this because, my self-esteem just took the blow. Especially, popularity. That's a thing. Then, had friends. Friends showed up on my site. Like, Ryu from Breath of Fire, Sheena, 40 Warrior, Big Fat Plus, Magma WK. I think that's most of us. That's most of our crew in Random Co-op. I mean, if we had more people, it probably wouldn't be as enjoyable as much. I mean, we did have at least one other person, but that's not here nor there. Drama. Don't want to talk about it. I'd like to think what I'm doing is bringing something back to the table as far as being a content creator and the influences that made me who I am today, the friendships I've built over time that I still to this day have a tight bond with. And yet the one thing I enjoy the most about being a content creator is my own schedule. Now whether I get 1 view or 5 views, it doesn't really matter as long as it gets around. It don't have to be popular, but you know, people are always looking. It's the one thing that most content creators forget. And sadly, that's the thing. Most content creators, especially newer ones that show up onto the platform, the first thing they worry about, they want that million. I'm like, I've been around for 11 or so years. Oh wait. I've been a Let's Player for 14 years. 14, borderline 15. This is my anniversary today. Because when I put this up, this will be like sometime during today. And I'm doing this around, say, 1:45, quarter to. It's been a long day for me. My life has been crazy. And I feel if me playing video games had not been around, I would have been in a worse state than, say, I don't know what. Because really, you know, if you think about it, doing something like this is enjoyable. It takes the stress off, you know, life. Most people forget it. Video games are not designed to cause stress. Even I have dark games, you know. The last game I was playing before I started recording this was Let It Die. And it plays like a Souls game. But yet, it's like, I don't feel like I'm stressing, you know? It's the same thing with playing Borderlands. I'm playing it for an hour, and all I'm doing is just zenning out. And the one thing that most people forget when you get on a platform like this, most people forget that YouTube was about, you know, broadcasting yourself. Letting yourself be known, you know, oh, hey, this is what I'm doing. Everybody wants to get into the act, as they say. But most times, they can't find their own niche. And sometimes, you know, in order to find your own niche, you have to basically look around. I can say that one of my influences of being a Let's Player is Franco-Matic. Because he showed all these different games that I know existed but never played. And that's when, you know, emulation was, you know, just booming. It's not as big as it was as it is now, but, you know, reason why I do LPs now, well, is because I feel if I have a theme going on, oh hey, I'll put it out there. Because everybody knows me, you know, March comes around, there's March of the Robots, and then right after that, we go right into the Maker Man. And then right after that, maybe something for October. I remember when I first started, I called October Monstober because basically, you know, dealing with monsters and whatnot. Or Helltober, or whatever. And what I'm doing now, for this year, is I'm doing something that I'm pretty much enjoying. And that's, crime and suspense. I feel that is like the most forgotten part of, say, of horror, like the crime and the suspense part. It's like, if it's just horror, it's like, you know that horror is just basically lit. It's like, in America, you just get jump scares. If not that, it's basically the same copy-paste thing that you see every single time. Oversaturation of horror is like, yeah, no, I'm good. And yet, people forget, oh, hey, there's that other aspect that most people forget exists. The crime aspect. The suspense aspect. That's why I started doing, that's what got me into Phoenix Wright, basically. Games like Phoenix Wright, even Professor Layton, I started liking, you know, since I started doing Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this. It's the same thing as what I just started, and I already put up for next week. AI the Somnium Files. Because basically it's like, it's murder. It is that part of horror that is forgotten. You know, like a gruesome murder. And you're on a quest to figure out who did it, why, and get him into custody. I say I enjoy that more than, say, playing something straight out horror. It's like, oh, it's horror. Or even watching someone play a horror game, I'm like, Now, the thing is, I do like Japanese horror. Because Japanese horror, it takes it to a different level. But it doesn't scare me, it's like, it just grabs my interest. I mean, I've watched anime, like some dark anime, like Demon City Shinjuku, or Wicked City, Midnight Eye Goku, you know, even Mad Bull 34. I even watched a bit of Bubblegum Crisis. And yet I've never watched Angel Con. I can also say that I'm one of the few people who do like steampunk that's actually done right. Like, say, Blade Runner, Snatcher, Battle Angel Alita, or Union as it's called. I think the one thing I've been doing very often as as a content creator outside of this is the fact that I'm slowly and very securely telling people that my channel exists. And most people do not realize, wait, you're a YouTuber? Yep, I'm a YouTuber. I said, yeah, I play video games most times. And when I'm not, when I'm not, like, in that zone that I basically do not, start focusing hard on the game and not talk. I mean, that's what happens when I get really focused. I don't talk. I don't build dead air, but I know I don't talk because for most parts, like say I play E's, I listen to music more than I provide commentary. And that's okay. Sometimes with certain games that has voice acting, I like to provide sidebar commentary. But for games like Phoenix Wright, in which I have to provide my own voice for all the characters, being the goddamn one-man show, I have to basically just say, oh, hey, I have to do this. I have to basically build some craziness up, Like, say, Phoenix Wright. Some people would just... Some people do like, voice acting. Some others. Damn, Dr. Light, why'd you do that, man? I mean, honestly, that's one thing I kind of I'm slowly moving into that next level as far as the content creator is concerned. And no, it doesn't mean it's going to change me. It just basically says, oh, what I want to do is, I'm a Let's Player. How you doing? I'm a content creator. How you doing? I've never heard of you before. Well, that's fine. I never heard of you before. So now that I have heard of you, nice to meet you. There you go. I feel when people give me requests or they send me games, I look at it as it's a request. Like honestly, when people send me games, I look at it as a request. And it's a long list of games that, I have never even touched. That, even now it's like, I still got this game. I still got a couple of games that I'm looking dead at that I started, recording, making, different videos of. And at the same time, I'm like, the hell? Why am I still playing this game? Sometimes with certain games I feel like that. Like, why the hell am I still playing this game? Am I done yet? No? Okay, no. Yay, no more HMOs! I'll take over that lab. Wah ha 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 ha. It's like it's the only game that Mega Man can finally get a break. If you hadn't known about this game, it plays like Fortune Street and Monopoly. Which is funny because Mega Man has never gained a freaking break since. To think about it, you know, I like digging around games. I like enjoying playing games or actually just letting the games play itself. I haven't even done that in a while, and I'm actually glad I'm doing that because pre-recording, boy, pre-recording is a thing. But the most important thing I'm just doing at the same time is when I got the energy to do it, I use it. I use the energy. You want to know the difference between this and the Rockman one? Give me a second. Because I do have the Mega Man one, so give me a hot second and I will show you the difference with the Mega Man version of Rockboard. As you can tell, Wily and Light's Rockboard, that's Paradise. As compared to Wily and, there's Wily and Light's Rockboard, that's Paradise, and then Wily and Wright's Rockboard, that's Paradise. I don't think there's much difference. It's like, I'm trying to see if there's a real big difference. I don't think there is one. I think that's the only difference. Or at least if there's a difference, I'm not seeing it. But it's pretty much the same damn game I'm playing. But at least, it's about the same game. But what I was mentioning earlier, though, I enjoy what I do. I'm not doing this for, what I do is not for views, it's not for money. It's more for, it's more about, the enjoyment of the game. Not trying to overhype it, trying to oversell it and everything else. Some games I like to enjoy as LPs. Like I said, when people give me some kind of request to do, I say that give me a request to do, or they send me a game. Because my friends usually send me a lot of games, and I rarely give myself, you know, a game for myself, because technically, what the way prices are these days, yeah, it's basically, you know, it's difficult. Especially how games are these days and how much they cost. I usually get a game on my own when there's a really good sale going on, and usually that'd be for PS4. And when I do get something for Steam, it's usually something like some game that I've been wanting to get for quite some time. But, you know, usually I don't get it. I think the one thing I enjoy, the many things I enjoy of playing something like this, for the fact that I've been playing, I've been on YouTube for this long and still doing this, something I'm enjoying. And maybe those few times that I get a comment, it's basically it's basically just fun. It's still funny to me that after all this time, I'm playing something and I don't feel stressed out about it. So therefore I am showing you the two different gameplays that Rockboard has to offer. One is Battle Royal, which is like you buy up as many lots as you can. And then there's just Bankrupt, which is technically straight up Monopoly. Yay! It's fine. This is funny. I kind of wish Capcom actually brought this over. It wouldn't be that hard to bring something over, give it a new coat of paint, you know, and basically add more characters. Well, let me see. Yeah, you can add more characters. Like you can have Mega Man, Proto Man, Roll, Dr. Light, Dr. Cossack, Dr. Wily, Kalinka. Have it multiplayer. It would somehow play like 100% orange juice in some cases. It's just fun, you know? There's so many companies that basically have so many IPs that they just don't capitalize using. And what's funny is like the most recent surprise I ever saw in game news, especially RPG fan, is saying Lunar make a return. As in the original, well, I shouldn't say original, but the remasters of the original from the Sega CD. What'll be nice right about now, we do get the original cast back. Or at least part of the original cast, not the entire cast, but we get a new... We get a mix of the new and the old meshed together. I mean, we get to hear John Schweed as Galleon again. I mean, I would like to hear Ash Angel play as Alex again. Jenny Steidel, you know, back on the working design days, you know? And that's the one thing I love about, you know, older games getting that kind of love that they deserve. It's like, it's an older IP. But it's one of those IPs that just been floating around for years and hasn't been doing anything for it. So maybe, and I'm hoping, and I really do hope that when the main games that are coming out, this will light a fire for... This will, you know, basically bring out the older games that we grew up during the 80s and 90s. More appreciation. That's the reason why I enjoy playing older games. And why I make videos for so long. It's like basically, I'm still doing videos. All this time. You damn! Oh, there's a difference right there. I mean, just playing older games like these, or actually bring them back. Like, Square Enix has a lot of older games that do need to make a comeback. Or rather, Squaresoft, Square Enix, or as they just basically call it, Square. They could, you know, they could bring out some of their older IPs, giving a new, fresh outlook on life. Because they have plenty of games that basically hadn't been seen under the sun. And the most recent development has been like Romancing Saga. It's like, okay, we understand. Final Fantasy is just there. That's all you can say. Final Fantasy is just there. You don't have to worry about this series. That series is going to be a fucking cash cow. It's going to be a fucking cash cow. And, you know, as long as it brings in money for the company, that's all it's going to be used for. It's the same thing for Capcom. You have Street Fighter, and you're doing a collab with, you know, SNK. You might as well just make a third game. You know, Capcom versus SNK 3. Just make it. Not Chaos, but a 3. Guarantee you will bring a whole bunch of nuts into the fold without even realizing it. I mean, to be honest, you know, there's strangely and oddly enough, I want to see a video game crash happen, and at the same time, out from the ashes of this crash, you see a big influx of retro coming back. I think that's what's going to happen. The popular games are going to die out eventually, and then when that happens, oh, the retro games are coming out. They're coming back. Quint. Ah, yes, the other Mega Man. Green Mega Man. It's funny. The Green Mega Man has shown up. My name's Quint. Yeah, nobody cares about you, Quint. Quite funny though, you know. That's what I kind of see in the future. I don't know how, but it's like if we really want to see something happen, I would love to see a big old crash just happen. Just basically the oversaturation with social media and whatnot. Yeah, if it happens, it happens, and I'm gonna be like, well, guess what? I guess you just SOL, ain't you? I guess there really is no change between this and the Mega Man and the Rockman build. Except for the name. You know, Wily and Light. No Rockboard. It's Wily and Right. No Rockboard. Falling rock. God damn. It's funny. Yeah, it's really funny. I really do enjoy this time. Going through, playing older games. And to play something like this and sharing everything that is going through my head at this moment. I know I'm jumping from one extreme to the next, but basically, you know, when it's all said and done, you know, I'm actually glad that games like these are still around, you know. I'm actually glad that older games like these are still around just for the fact of enjoying it. You cannot henshin. It's just enjoyable. To go as far as I did, or I have done, with my YouTube channel. And yet, the best is just yet to come, because I'm still keeping in touch with the times. I'm still doing older games, and yet I'm doing newer games. In which they too can become newer classics. To those who do remember, from those that don't remember, being of their cult classics or not, I plan to go back to my older projects that I never did finish, as well as continue what I'm still doing. And, you know, as they usually say, let the good times roll. So with that, I feel I am done here. I have said all I need to say. Because after everything, the Tenkaichi is still around. And with that, I'm happy I'm still around. Despite all the strange drops I've had over the years. Despite, you know, all the changes that happened to me, health-wise and everything, I'm still here, I'm still around, I'm doing what I enjoy doing. And I don't think I can ask for anything better than that. And I'm still, you know, enjoying my life as a writer. So, there you have it. So, next time, which is next week, I already have up basically a new LP, which is AI the Somnium Files, as well as more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. And added to that list, well, I'm gonna keep that as a surprise. Because I plan to basically squeeze everything I can for the rest of this year and just get it done. And if I can, which I will. Do what I can as best I can. So that's all that anybody can ask for. That's all I'm asking for. And I'm hoping that you guys out there, past and present, enjoy your stay here on my channel, the Museum of Underrated Games. Whereas I am the curator of all these weird, wild, and sometimes wacky games. PI7. Y'all know me as Vizzy. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay, and if there's anything as far as requests are concerned, drop me a line in the comments below or on my videos or whatever, even on my channel. You know, as long as it's within the realm of, you know, within the realm of reason, don't make them all crazy or anything like that. Like, I'll play this on hard mode, like, we're not doing hard mode or anything like that, no. So, in that case, I'll see you next time with whatever develops. So, with that, I have been your friendly neighborhood Tenkaichi, and this was Wily and Light no Rockboard, that's Paradise, for today's anniversary episode of the Chest of Obscurity, and I'll see you next time with something else. So until then, take care, Dai Tenso, and Tenkai Muso.